have food.
Yeah, I know.
Lots of food.
Huh? Well, we just ate and celebrated Josh's birthday, so. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't there. Tell him I say happy birthday.
I will let him know. I'll move so you can do what you're doing.
He's being my cameraman because I'm doing the live stream as well for people that can't be here. So he's
Someone is watching.
Huh?
Is this Casey? Hi, Flicker.
Hi, Flicker.
We have lots of food, including cupcakes that match the cover. Okay.
Alright, we are going to put you in a corner.
I'm gonna put it like this because.
Hello. I'm wearing Alice shoes. These are not the Alice shoes. No, similar to the Alice shoes, but not quite. Yeah.
Go.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Hi, Ellie. We have a live stream.
Wow, live stream video for people that aren't here. Yay.
It is the floor.
Oops.
I'm sorry we dropped you. We'll find a better place to
It's like a drop call only.
It's just a legit drop call.
Here's pretty much the history of the book from this, the first copy, whatever it's called.
He's trying.
I'm trying both of the books because there's going to be 2 of them. Then we're going to be more. I don't know.
There's going to be more.
Okay, so there's going to be more than 2. And there's the first cover of it. Is the one Jane made and the edited version of the thing, so that's pretty much it.
She's got like 2 versions.
Good job.
Yeah. So now you have a version. I have versions for you as well.
We have our group gathering.
Chapter 2. It's the first part is kind of a little backstory about why they take the tests. The background is that there was an elf that had more power than anyone else had had, and they were kind of confused as to why he did, and you can read that part. But this is Shauna taking the test as when, similar to Divergent, when they come of age, they take the test to see if they are able to control this power. Humans normally are not able to. The road from my home is closer to the 5th dock than the 1st, which means that I have a bit more work to get to my assigned place than Teacher and Father. I'm glad I just decided not to wear one of my dresses with a fuller skirt. There are nearly 300 humans and elves all packed in along the boardwalk. Just as the children of man are tested every year, so are the children of the elves. I weave my way through all these people that talk in excited clumps. The war of men and elves is long over, but many humans never actually meet an elf before their testing. I have met elves several times before. Last year being my most recent encounter, one of the many callers that Teacher had. The elf had been quite beautiful, but as Teacher had said, I don't want to have the person I have loved watch me die because they will outlive me for another 200 years, which I thought was fair. The elves around me are at least 100 years old. I guess that is when they are deemed mature enough to be adults. To me, they look like humans a few years older than me, with the natural glow of life to them. Like they always get a full night's sleep, or like they never had to live in peace. Well, they have those pointed ears, too. I wonder if it's annoying to do their hair. Would it catch on their ears? I had once seen 2 elves lift a cart to help a man whose wagon had broken. now? Philippe asks, leaning against the tree. Well, there are a lot of people here. I don't really want to bring attention to myself. I say looking at the group of elves as they take a boat onto the water. They all sit with their backs so straight. I can't imagine that it is comfortable. Well, maybe they should pay attention to you, he says. I can feel his gaze turn to me and feel my cheeks betray me as they go crimson. What? Why does that embarrass you? Is it me or the idea of having put yourself out there? I glance down at the hem of my skirt and kick away a small pine cone. I still think it's crazy. Us courting? I nod. Shauna, I like you. I really, really do. You don't need to doubt that. He moves in front of me, blocking my view of the crowds before us. Gently he takes my hand, and when I try to pull away, he says, let them look. Who cares? I know your father may not approve of me, but hey, he nudges my chin up to look at him. If I can make you blush like that, because you feel like you don't deserve me, I must be doing something right, huh? Let me prove that to him. Can we have letters C and D at Pier 2 and E through H at Pier 1 for sorting? Thank you. Now calls to a sort of tone-like horn to amplify his voice. So much for 20 minutes. Philippe sighs and glares at the elf for a second for cutting off our conversation. Please meet me on the other side of the lake. I have a few things I want to talk to you about. I nod my consent. He bends and kisses my hand, gives it a squeeze, saying, "See you soon." And he's off. The boat we are meant to take is an old, worn-out canoe. Its sides are a dark brown, waterlogged from years of sailing from one side of the lake to the other, with those being tested to see who is the Fritual. The elf who paddles this particular canoe moves it as close as he can to the pier, so the edge bumps against it with the pull of the waves. He's kind enough to put a steady hand out to help my fellow passengers into the boat. What do we do for this test? A young man whose last name is Hilton asks, peering over at the murky water. The elf shrugs. It's a movement that seems strange for an elf, but also looks entirely normal for this elf. How do you do a test if you don't even know what to do? The other girl in the boat asks. The elf shrugs. You're up first, Miss Edward, as your name comes first, the elf says, pointing to the girl. But what do I do? He shrugs a third time. Ugh! She grumbles and dives in with a large splash. While I wait for the girl to resurface, I sit looking over at the edge of the boat at my reflection. I go down a few feet. Soon a circle finishes Elizabeth. Well, are you going to help me up? She pants, splashing around in the water as she struggles to get back into the boat. I help the elf drag her into the boat and glance over at him. He gives me a nod and I turn towards the water. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with the murky lake air before jumping in head first. Unlike Miss Edward, I enjoy swimming. I streak downward like an arrow, my hands forming the point over my head, the weight of my dress helping to pull me down. At 10 feet under, my downward pull slows, and I begin drawing the water with steady strokes. I've always loved the water. I spent many summers swimming and trying to scrub the smell of the lake water from my hair. As I reach the deeper water, it becomes dark and murky. I glance up at the surface and see the broken white reflections of the water. Fish slowly pass me as I begin to swim towards the right. Through the water, a dark cave comes into view. I quickly swim over towards it, even though I'm starting to feel the tight pinch in my chest, telling me I need air. I'm feeling slightly lightheaded when I decide to take a look inside. I kick hard as the fabric of my dress bunches up around my calves, a small stream of bubbles escaping my lips when I accidentally kick the side of the entrance. When I look inside the dark opening, I am shocked by what I see inside. A beautiful girl with long black hair that fans out around her in the ebbing flow of water sits on a rock, leaning back casually as if she is bored of sitting down here in the depths of the lake. She has skin as pale as porcelain and dark, almost black-looking eyes. But most striking is what she has instead of legs. She has a tail, the scales shimmering a soft green in the dim light. When she sees my head poke around the edge of the cave, she pushes herself forward on her tail, so she hovers just below me. I am the Ragna. Do you understand me? Her voice is soft and beautiful and captivating, like the sweet bells that the children play in the celebration days. My heart longs to stay with her in the depths and just take in her beauty, but my brain is starting to send frantic signals to my limbs, urging them upward. Take a breath, the Ragna says, calmly, taking in my upward glances. I stare at her aghast for a moment till she repeats, take a breath. I shake my head, kicking back towards the entrance. Shauna, please. You were meant to find me, but I need you to breathe. You will be able to. Finding me was your first step. I process this slowly. At least it feels like an eternity. Either this whole thing is a hallucination, and as soon as I take a breath, I can rush to the surface, this weird trance broken. Or she is real and being serious. How does she know my name? I take a shallow, tentative breath. I'm surprised when I feel a tingling sensation on the side of my neck, and a bubble of relief in my lungs. When my fingers find the skin on my neck, they are met by 3 raised slices of skin. Gills. What? I sputter, my voice sounding muffled and strange underwater. I told you you would be all right. I felt a difference as soon as you entered the water, the mermaid says. I had gone swimming in the lake before. Just last week I had gone swimming with Philippe, but not once have gills appeared. Why did this happen now? I ask, slowly trying to process the way that my voice sounds underwater. It's like a children's weak attempt at the flute compared to hers. It happened today because your powers have been awakened. It would only happen when the water magics are strongest. Shauna, for obvious reasons, you cannot stay down here with me. Much longer, or people will start to worry. So I will be brief. You, my dear, are going to meet the Queen today. Yes, you heard me correctly. The Queen Moraine will send for you. She will know what to do from there, but you must trust her completely. Wait, so does this mean I passed the test? I asked stupidly, pointing to her, to my apparent bells into the lake large. The Ragna smiles. Yes, my child, you are the one we have been waiting for. I have started the second book. You will see in the back of the book the title and hopefully about when it should come out. So, yes, I'm in the process of outlining it. My roommates are trying very hard to keep me from writing it. They want me to just work on this. I'm like, get the next one. So, yes. Yes. And 5 more ideas in the back.
So this is it a series?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So the series overarching name will be the Frituals saga. I do have a prequel also started, which was my thesis. I'm going to completely rewrite that because so I hated that, but I still want to tell the story. So, yeah.
Very good.
How long did it take to write? How long did it take to write?
They told me that I had to wait not until at least October. I'm sure that my boyfriend would like to push it to more like mid-October, but
I think he was asking how long it took you to write this one, Kate.
oh, to write this one,
Okay, yeah.
summer of 8th grade is when I started it.
Letters are still in your room.
Yes. I actually have here the original loose leaf that I wrote it on, the original first 80 pages. I originally got the idea not realizing it. My dad listened to Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, and I then had a dream, and I was Shauna, and one of the scenes that still made it to this draft was my dream. What is going on? Let's figure this out. So on and off for the last 10 years, I have been working on this.
Was there any books or authors that you feel inspired you for this one?
mainly Robert Jordan. There's a lot of things that I pulled from that. Lots of character names that when I went back and reread the series, because I had completely forgotten the series after that and reread it, I went, oh, this is where I got all of those names. And I went, okay, we need to change some of these names so it's not deliberately copying. Siobhan describes it, my sister describes it as a combination of Divergent and Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I guess kind of those, but I never really pulled from them. The testing kind of is similar to Divergent, and it's elemental magic, so she immediately thinks Avatar. I'm trying to think of other books that I didn't really pull from any other books. They just kind of, if they inspired me, I didn't notice for 7 years. I knew for the cover that I wanted to have on-hand graphic designer, as she's my roommate. I knew that I wanted to have something with the basis of water, so when I first got a printed proof, this is a bind-up of book 1 and book 2, because I wasn't sure where book 1 was going to end originally. I just took a picture of a doc off Pinterest and put it on, and it kind of became blurry, so I can't copyright it. And then when I broke it up, I just used a CreateSpace template before Jane came and made the beautiful covers. And I have on Facebook and Instagram and such, I have been doing polls as to whether to do a matte or a glossy. So this was the first one, and then Jane came back and updated everything. And if you come up close, you can see all of the details that she was able to bring out, and all of the little things like the trees in the background and the broken reflections of the water and the bubbles and things like that.
Did Jane do the actual artwork for the cover?
Yes. I don't really know where she pulled the girl from, but she pulled all of the bits and bobs off the internet. If you actually look at part of the dress, you can see the seam where the dress is actually a bed sheet. So she just tweaked it, and you can still see the edge of the, like, where the edge of the sheet would be folded and then sewn. But I don't know where she pulled any of it from, but she did Photoshop magic. And,
Magical.
yeah. I know she got the font from defont.com, and I just told her I wanted something bold but elegant, and she found that, and it works really well. We put the drop shadow on it because I've always loved how the Harry Potter books are embossed, but unfortunately at this point in my life I'm not able to emboss books, so we did that to give it the illusion of having that embossed look.
Where did you come up with the name The Frituals? Like, how did you think of it?
Back when I was writing it, I had the way that it came up with a lot of the names, like the Frituals, and the original setting is Cabin Morel, and the different words. For those two, I looked at a poster on my wall and rearranged the letters in the poster. So that's how I came up with Cabin Morel Frituals. So I was like, they go through this ritual and do all this stuff, and just slapped an F on the front of it to make it sound cool. And then for some of the other words, I took bits and pieces, because I took Spanish at Cashpon, I also took Italian at Wells, so I had an idea of like tense endings and things like that, and I just kind of mashed them together with English and created my own version of Elvish, which is not anywhere near as thorough as Tolkien's. So, mashing words. Do you have any questions?
The only person I know who's read it is Siobhan, and the only thing I heard from her other that it was good was...
Serena has a question.
Okay.
So Serena's question is, I have a, is there any meaning behind the main character's name? Like Shauna, it sounds Irish. Is there anything behind that?
I like the way that it sounded. Not really. Some of the other characters do have more meaning to them, but Shauna, no. Actually, no. In this book, nobody really has any meaning to their names. They just sounded cool. Other ones I do that, where I'll look up the meaning of a name and then base it around that, but with this one I did not do that.
Are any of the characters based on people you know?
The sister is my sister. And in a way, if you look at me compared to my sister, you can definitely see Shauna is more of a timid, would rather take a step and then go do it. Tetra is sort of arrogant, sort of ballsy, and brash, and will just do it, and is not afraid to tell you no. Which, if you know
That
my
is
sister,
definitely Siobhan.
Siobhan.
That is Siobhan. That is definitely Siobhan.
You get a pretty good taste in fairly quickly as to what extent Tetra will go for her sister to protect her sister. Tetra is her older sister, so that's a bit of a reversal for Siobhan and I. But it's very much one of those, nobody is allowed to beat up my sister but me. One of those kind of moments.
That is also very Siobhan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't come to that until, like, I was editing and I went, and, like, I'd been living at home and I was like, yeah, no, this is you. This is definitely you. I think she's the only one that's really reflected. Yeah, pretty much her. I do ask when you've finished reading, please do a review on Amazon or Goodreads. It's on both of those. It really helps authors, especially indie authors, because I don't have Barnes & Noble or like a big 5 marketing team, and especially once it gets somewhere between 40 and 60, I don't remember the exact number, Amazon will start recommending your books to other people, so yeah, hit that number. So, yeah, review, could just be a star, could do a paragraph, whatever you feel. Yeah.
I'll write a limerick.
But if you want to write a limerick, I will gladly read that review.
Italy's ready with the rest.
Yeah, she's going to do a limerick review apparently.
History of the book.
Okay. Would you like
8th grade. Both 2 of the books together.
2 more? Okay.
First book with the original cover.
Are they going to be signed ones? Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
First actual of the beginning cover, and this is the actual cover.
Can't you tell by the? I mean, would you like them made out to any humans?
So one of them, yeah, is going to my. I know.
Yeah, okay.
I know the code, and then and don't forget to roll out the barrel.
Yes.
Okay, we're showing her.
I'm doing a live stream on Facebook.
Just pay attention what you're doing. 'Cause
You know.
What was the other one? The one I'm going to NCT. Wonderama. So one of these is going to travel to.
I remember one of them.
You were Wonderama?
Yeah.
No.
Kate.
Sorry to Mrs.
Pen on the forward, so I took the tack and I erased my initials.
Good. I might, if I look at the picture, I might.
Do you know how to swim in 400?
Yeah, did you hear that I ran a 5K on Tuesday?
Really?
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Yeah, they registered me as a run. So I ran a Okay, and I came in ninth at that race.
All right, give it a try.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah. So I'm on this screenshot.
Tell all your friends. I got copies.
Okay. I'll make sure to tell. I'll tell the people who like to read. Yes, I can also tell them.
It was like a, yeah.
Use a certain program to do your
I fluctuate between Google Docs, Evernote, Scrivener, and regular Word doc, depending on where I am, if I have access to the internet, and if I have my.
How well does Scrivener actually work?
I really like it because I like that I can copy and paste and switch, and it works for wordsprint.
Not the food.
I wasn't filming the food.
Because I got it sophomore year of college, so like 3 years ago. So I need to update it. I just haven't done that. I really enjoy it. Yeah, it backs up every time you open or close, so you'll only lose maybe one session. Yes. So,
Good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
yeah. Cool. He's also self-published.
Okay, that's
So,
right, okay.
yeah. Okay, friends, I'm going to go eat some food since I haven't eaten anything except for like half a sandwich and a bagel today. Bye. Thank you for coming.
Well, I